Hello, this is my submission video for Assessment 2 of Web Application Technologies. In this video, I will go through my code and Git commit history and demonstrate the site running with the help of Django Development Server. First of all, I'll go through my commit history for GitHub. As you can see, I have made the required checkpoint commits over here. I have my design stage commit, my content populator from database commit, and my checkpoint where I extended my models. In addition to this, I have a few commits showing where I made changes for user-based functionalities and user authentication, and the styling changes and admin portal. My actual code ends here, but I tried implementing slug in the URLs, but since it showed an error, I'd like to consider this commit as my final submission. Next, I will go through my models for this project. As you can see, I have a few defined models like council, company, project, and I have models for the user profile and jobs and bidding. All of these models are managed through the admin portal over here. The admin interface will be able to manage data more efficiently, and I can create data through this page itself. The models are all interrelated, so all three council, company, and contractor models are connected to the user profile model, since each of these objects should have a user profile connected to them. And obviously jobs are going to be connected to projects and their managing company, and then bids are connected to the contractor that makes the bids and the company that is receiving the bids, like what job the bid is for. Same with company bid, it's connected to both the company and the project it's bidding for. Moving on to URLs. As you can see, I have a lot of URLs which all are mapped to view functions. In my view functions, I have views which will render templates, such as my home function renders my home page, and projects renders the projects page. I have a few views for like user control, and then some of these bits are depending on the user type. I have obviously my register, login, and log out views, and my CRUD functionalities for the projects, bids, and user types. Next, we can take a look at my templates. I have a base template here that each template extends. So basically this base template has a header with a heading and a navbar. So this navbar is basically shared by all these pages to reduce duplication and to maintain consistency across all the pages. In the navbar, some nav items are only visible to certain user types. So for example, only a council user will be able to see create project and my projects in their navbar, and contractor user will be able to see their bids, and company will be able to see their jobs. Over here I also have a notification container, so all the notifications are controlled through here. Now to run the server once again, so this is my registration page where they where users can create their user profiles. First, I'll have to select which type of account they would like to make. For now, let us make a contractor account. They will then fill in their information. Areas of expertise and description are both optional fields, so let me just choose one for this and leave this description empty. As you can see, it automatically logs into the contractor account and sends a notification saying welcome. Alongside this, an email is also sent to congratulate the user and welcome them to the page. Let us first log into a existing council user. As you can see, this is the council's dashboard. They have a different navbar than the contractor user. So this is the home page where the last 3 recent projects are shown. A projects page where all existing projects are shown. A councils page to list out all the councils that are registered. This is to allow the council to manage their projects. And here you can create a project. They can now pick what expertise they might need for the project. And these are optional fields for the start and end date. As you can see, the project has successfully been made. Now if we go to a company user type and their projects page, as you can see, the project has been made, but there is no manage project option just yet. Going back to the council's page, and updating the status as open for bidding. Now if I refresh this page, the company can bid to manage the project. Let us go a bit less than the proposed budget and submit their bid. Now if I go back to the council and refresh the page, as you can see, in construction of road, I can now manage company bids. I can either accept or reject as a council member. So if I accept it here and refresh, I now, as a company, am able to manage the project. As you can see, no jobs have been made for the project yet, so I can now add the first job. So for example, road painting. And now if I create a job here, the job has now been created. Now, going back to a contractor page, if I now go and view this project, I'll be able to bid for road painting job. So let us say for 1,000. As you can see now, I've already bid it. So going back to my company page and refreshing, as you can see in manage job bids, I now have the bid. I received the bid. So now I can either accept it or reject it. If I accept and go back to my contractor page, and the my bids page, as you can see, my bid has now been accepted here. So I have one total bid, and it's been accepted. The logout functions also work over here, and it redirects back to the login page. And if I were to take a look at my admin page right now and check for new users, as you can see, the user I made is right here. And then for projects, the new project I just made is here. Same with jobs over here. Company bids, the bids I made earlier. And bid, this is the job bid, which is over here. This basically concludes my project. Thank you for reviewing it.